Hey guys, we're back here with a different video. We're going to get a little more in depth about kicking these covers off. We've got this front cover off. We've got the screen side cover off, and that's as far as we've got. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks here. Grab your little Allen screwdriver that changes the needles. Grab that. That is a good tool to use to take all these plugs out. Walk around your machine. Every time you see one of these little plugs, take it off the unit. They just pull straight out and they push right back in. So I've taken all the plugs out, and now I'm going to walk around and take some of these screws out. But before you get to this left side over here, there's one screw we've got to remove from the screen side. We're going to call this the screen side because that's the screen. We're going to move over here. I'm not trying to make you too sick with all my motion. There's a Phillips screw right here in the middle. Take your screwdriver that came with your unit, lefty-loosey. I'm going to loosen this guy up all the way. I'm going to show you some important... I always try to loosen it just a little extra, just to make sure that your screwdriver will hang on to it good. If you drop it, it's not a big deal because it's got a little void in there that will kind of catch it. So if you have a little bitty magnet on the end of your screwdriver, it will help it. But what I want to show you is this is the only screw that's a little different. Look at it against the white. It's the only screw in the machine that's going to be a little different. It almost looks like a wood screw, but it's a plastic screw. It screws into the plastic on that other side of the machine. So set that down. All these screws that you take out of this unit is going to be exactly the same. I'm going to move you over here without trying to get you too dizzy. I'll set you down. There's two screws on this side that we have to remove. And this is more of an advanced video, so it's going to take a little more time to walk through. So just be patient. I'm going to show you how we take every cover off this unit. Got the two screws out here. They're the exact same as every other screw on the machine, so you don't have to worry about what screw goes where or looking for different lengths or anything. They're the exact same screws. I'm going to take this cover here. I like to lift it up, pull it toward me. Just that easy. It does have a couple tabs on the bottom side here that hold it in place. You can kind of see them on the machine. I'll move you a little closer so you can see. It's got those little places here that those tabs go into. Oops, sorry, making noise. Those little places here that the tabs go into. So that's why I like to pick that cover up and then move it back. I'm going to move to the back side of the machine and take those screws out. Like I said, I'm not trying to make you guys dizzy. I'm just trying to be thorough with all the screws. And what you're looking for, I've got this machine pulled back a little bit, so it's a good idea to grab your machine and pull it away from the wall. There's two screws, one on the screen side, one on the other. They're just two Phillips screws. You're going to go ahead and loosen these guys. Take them off the machine. You can get to it from either side of the machine, whatever side works for you. Loosen these guys up. Pull them off the unit. And if they don't come with your screwdriver, you don't have to stress over it so much. Usually they will. Sometimes they won't. Make sure you have them a bunch of turns out so they'll be free from the machine. So those two back screws are done. And then I've got two more. I'm going to point the camera down just a little bit. And there's one on either side. One on the screen side and one on the other side. Exact same location. We're going to loosen these two screws. I've got the machine turned off. While I'm here, I'm going to unplug this guy because this cover is not going to be able to clear that plug. So I've got this screw loose now. I'm going to move to the front and I'm going to watch. I'll let you guys watch me work just for a moment. I'll get into a little more detail. I'm going to go around here and do this other screw that's adjacent to the screen side. Now, it depends on your unit. There's 2 screws in the plastic here. This is for the 10 thread and for the 6 thread. This is for the extension table on the 10 thread. I don't even know if this consumer has the extension table for this machine, but I'm going to pull these off here. And what we'll do, set these to the side. Down here out of the way. Go to this one here. Like I said, this is a little lengthier video just because I'm going into, it's a bunch of screws, and I'm going into a little more detail about what to take off and what to do and the whole 9 yards. So just bear with me. You can fast forward this video, rewind it, so you can catch all the important information if you're doing this along with me. Now, if you have that extension table on your machine, it has these hex screws that are holding it down. And what you're going to want to do is grab a wrench or a crescent wrench or something like that. They're not very tight at all, so you're just going to loosen that up. A lot of times they're just finger tight. Loosen it up one turn. I went and gave every one of them a good little twist here. And then I've got those guys loose, so I'm going to come back with just my fingers and loosen these guys up all the way. This is just for if you have the extension table attachment on your machine. If you do not have the extension table attachment on your machine, it's just going to be 2 Phillips screws, one in the front and one in the back. It's the same Phillips screws that you're going to take off these side plastic covers. These are the only oddballs in. After you take those guys off, what you're going to do next is you're going to lift up these little covers. One's for the left side, one's for the right side. You can't get them wrong. Put them back somewhere out of the way, and you can't get them wrong. So then what I'm going to do is get my little crooked screwdriver, my little Z screwdriver that comes with my kit, and I'm going to go ahead and take my plate off. I'll try to get a little closer for you guys here. I'll lower you down just a little bit. Like I said, I don't want to make you too dizzy, but I do want you to catch all this. Remember, when you take this plate off here, all you're looking for is these 2 screws in the very back. Don't worry about any of the divots or the screws that you see past this plate. Just the 2 flatheads in the back is all you're worried about. What I like to do is loosen them up a half a turn, and then I'll grab another tension screwdriver or my finger, something like that, and you can get these screws out of there very quickly with just your fingers or another tension screwdriver. So I'm going to take this plate off. Like I said, it's just the 2 screws in the back is all you're concerned about. Take that off. These are a little different. These are your plate screws that come off of it. They're very unique. They have a beveled head on them. They go through that plate. So I set those to the side with my throat plate. I'm going to set my throat plate to the side. Like I said, it's just the 2 screws in the back you have to remove. You don't have to worry about the screws through the divots. They'll come right past them. I'll set that to the side. I'm also going to grab my bobbin case while I'm here and take my bobbin case out. Before I take any of these other covers off the machine on this screen side or the other side, I've got to remove this center section. There's 4 Phillips screws here, and there's 2 Phillips screws underneath. It's the same size Phillips screws. It's nothing special or nothing fancy or nothing crazy. So what you have to do first is you're going to have to remove these 2 Phillips screws on the bottom side, you're not going to be able to get this top off unless this bottom is removed first. So that's the sequence. You're going to remove the bottom first and then the top. After you remove both screws, you see it almost just wants to fall off. It does have a couple little tabs here on either side that will line up on the back of the machine there. So same style screws. I'm going to put those in my pile. I'll put this cover down here out of the way. And then what I like to do next is grab my little Z screwdriver again, and I'm going to loosen these 4 Phillips screws here. So I just like to break them loose. I don't really go all the way with the screwdriver and trying to get them out with it. So I'll loosen them here. Make sure they're all at least 1 turn, 2 turns loose. Then I'll grab another style tension screwdriver or something. Put it inside there. Loosen these guys up all the way. Like I said, you can stop this video at any point. You can rewind it. There's a lot of things that you may miss here because I know I'm working pretty quick. I know where all the tabs are, so I know how to get around them. So just watch me how I pull these covers up. Once these 4 Phillips screws are out completely all the way, I won't really try to remove them. Oops, sorry for hitting the camera. But what I will do, it's got to clear this cutting mechanism here. So you're going to have to pull this plastic back. You can't just lift this up. I have a lot of people just trying to lift this straight up. You have to grab this plastic and then lift it up around that cutting mechanism. Here's another tip of the day. This embroidery arm here, you can move this arm with the machine off. Machine has to be off. Make sure this arm is pushed back all the way. Grab this. It's got a couple tabs on top, and then I just slide it towards me. I'm going to point off those tabs so you can see them. It has a couple tabs here, as you can see, and then go right inside that plastic there, and they kind of hold it together. So I've got those covers off. There is one more cover here. You can't see it. It's kind of camouflaged. It has this little metal cover here that kind of sits on top of here. This is for your cutting mechanism, and there's an adjustment in here for your cutting mechanism. You don't have to worry about that, but take this metal cover off just to get it out of the way. Then I've got those covers off here. I'm going to back up the camera just a little bit so you can see. Then I go to my screen side first. Now, what I'll do is I'll grab my embroidery arm here, and I'm going to slide it all the way till it bottoms out. Because what you want to do is you want this portion here to clear this cover. So I'm standing on the screen side. I'm going to tilt it towards me a little bit. I'm going to pull it up and work it here out of the way. Just that easy. I'll grab my other cover here and do the same on the other side. Make sure my camera's in a place where we can see the other side. Let's see. I'll take a view here. Let me move you. Don't get dizzy on me. Then I'm going to take this guy here, pick it up, and I'm going to pull it out of the way here. Just that easy. So now we have kicked every cover off of this unit. Almost. I do have this embroidery arm here. It's got one screw in it right here with a little cap on it. I like to pull it back just a little bit to give me some room. And what I like to do is, with this screw undone all the way, take this screw out here. Same style screw, nothing different. I'll put it in my little screw pile here. Then I'll lift this cover up here. There's nothing holding it on the other side. There's nothing over there that's holding it except for a tab. So once I have it lifted up here, then I'm going to push it towards the screen, and then it will come right off the unit. I like to pick it up, pull it towards me. There's that tab. Try to show you. there's that tab that holds it on the other side. So it's just one tab that holds it in place there. So we have kicked the covers off this guy. We've got it completely stripped down so you can see everything inside this unit. I'm going to walk around with the camera so you can kind of see the guts of the mechanism. As you can see here, there's one belt that moves this XY sensor. There's another motor and belt that moves this system here. So watch my videos coming up. I'm going to show you guys how to clean all this out. I'm going to show you how, guys, some crucial oiling points down here in this machine. I know it's a lot to look at and it's a lot going on, but don't be intimidated. We're here to help you every step of the way.